team. Hope everyone is having an amazing Wednesday. I thought I would just pop in today and kind of share what's working on this Wednesday. A couple of leaders we always share what's working on Wednesday, so I thought, why wouldn't I share this within the team page and just pop in and just kind of tell you guys a couple little reminders that have really helped me for these last 18 months since I've been a coach. And I want to talk specifically today on social media, mainly because social media is our job, and if we're not owning our social media platforms, there is really no way we are going to succeed as a coach, right? So we base our entire job as coaches on social media. So if you're not owning your platforms, if you're not owning social media and showing up daily, there's no reason to, educate yourself on pretty much any other part of this business if you're not willing to own the social media aspect of being a coach. So I'm just going to go through some things. Some of these might be really obvious to some of you guys. Some of these things might be totally new to some of you guys. Regardless, they are things that I have been doing the last 18 months to build my platform. I started with 680 followers on my Instagram 18 months ago when I became a coach, and I now am almost at 16,000 followers, which is nuts. And I got to 16,000 followers by doing what I'm going to share with you guys that are actually quite simple things, but you have to implement them daily. You have to say no to the excuses, and you have to be willing to not only implement them daily, but show up on your platforms daily. So actually doing them and showing up. So social media, it's our job. If you're struggling with something, own it, Google it, YouTube it, try to figure it out, and get better consistently at social media. So I'm pretty sure most of us use our Instagrams for our coaching account, or as our kind of platform to, help people, right? Connect with challengers, connect with potential coaches. So I'm just gonna go through very simple things again. They might be reminders, they might be things that you know, they might be things that you don't know. But these are the things on social media that you need to do, and you need to do them daily in order to find success and to find growth as a coach. So social media, the number one thing that you have to do, you have to utilize hashtags. Guys, if you're not utilizing at least a group of 20 to 25 hashtags and posting them along with every single picture that you share on social media, it's basically like not sharing your picture on 25 other feeds within the Instagram portal. Guys, it would be so silly not to use hashtags. So every single picture that you post, posting your group of hashtags that you have pre-saved in the notes section of your phone with your picture. Those hashtags should be specific to the brand that you represent as an individual. So the brand that I represent as an individual, I live in a tiny home. I love yoga. I love adventure. I love hiking. I love my dog, Ollie. I have faith, family, fitness, reminding you that Beachbody, health, fitness, it's only one of like 10 different brands that I have. Did I already say yoga? Yeah, yoga. My long hair is a brand. Yoga pants are a brand of mine. All of those different things, I use those. I find hashtags that are specific to my brands, and then I use those hashtags and post them along with my picture every single time I share an Instagram post. It's not optional. I post it every single time with my picture. Making sure that you're finding hashtags that have less than, I would say, 200,000 posts attached to them. Guys, if you're using hashtags like hashtag Beachbody, you're gonna attract Beachbody coaches and people who are already in challenge groups. Complete waste of a hashtag. If you're using hashtag like love that has millions and millions of pictures already attached to it, your picture is going to be live in that hashtag feed for less than half a second. So no one is going to see it. That hashtag is gonna do you no good. Take the time and search hashtags that are specific to your brand, that are specific to your market, that are specific to the people that you actually would want to have a relationship with outside of Instagram, right? So you're trying to attract people that you could actually talk to and have fun with. So it shouldn't be hashtag Shakeology, it shouldn't be hashtag Beachbody, it shouldn't be hashtag love, it shouldn't be hashtag fitness, right? Because those are too big, or they're too specific to something that we don't want to attract people who are already in the Beachbody community, right? We're trying to find people outside of the community to bring into the community. So the first thing is hashtags. Second thing is quality content. Own the fact that you need to post quality content on your Instagram. This does not mean that you have to be standing at the top of a mountaintop every single picture. I'm fortunate enough to be a full-time coach, so I can go and do those things all the time, which is super awesome. But it doesn't have to be crazy, amazing, really, weird, cool stuff. But the content of the picture has to be quality. It has to be clear. You have to be facing a window so the light is on your face. So you are bright and you are lit up so that when people are scrolling through Instagram, you are a scroll stopper. You can't be posting a picture of the floor with your feet kind of dark talking about a bowl of cereal that you can't really see, because that's not going to stop somebody from scrolling on Instagram. That's not going to, encourage somebody to be like, oh my gosh, that person is cool, or that picture really captivated my eye, I'm going to read their caption, okay? If your picture is good, then people will start reading the words. So quality content, the content doesn't have to be crazy, right? So there are very simple things that you can post about every single day. You post about your workout, you post about what you're eating that day and incorporating your color-coded containers, and you post a PD takeaway. So those are 3 very easy posts that you can incorporate every single day. Guys, if you're doing like 1 post a day, you're not going to be growing your platform. You're not going to be growing your circle of influence and people that you will potentially be able to help as a coach. Again, the amount of followers that you have is directly related to the amount of people that you can help. So if you don't have a lot of followers on Instagram, own it and say, hey, maybe I need to post a little bit more often. Maybe I need to up the quality of my pictures. Maybe I need to zone in on my hashtags and kind of revamp them. Own that and know how to fix it, instead of sitting there and waiting for followers to come to you. You do have to own it. Thanks, Bella. I'm glad you agree. So easy, workout, food, PD takeaway, and then anything from those 10 brands that I just explained, right? So of course I'm going to post about my workout, but I'm also going to post about the things that I love throughout the day. Guys, I could post 10 times a day and then still have more stuff to post about. If you say you don't have anything to post about, you need to reevaluate and start, getting a little bit more creative, because there are plenty of things to post about every single day. So quality content, consistency. Like I said before, if you are not being consistent and showing up on social media, no one is going to believe you and want to join your challenge group, because you haven't even shown that you can be consistent on Instagram. Why would they want to join a 21-day group and expect you to be consistently encouraging them through their fitness journey? If you are not consistent on your social media, they will not trust you and they will not join you on social media or on in your challenge groups, okay? So being present and being consistent. I just had a friend that reached out to me from high school. She said, hey, this is what she said to me verbatim. Hey girl, I love your fitness pics and how consistent you have shown up on your platform since you started. Guys, it's been 18 months since I started as a coach. She's not only looking at the fact that I'm showing up for my workouts, she's looking at the fact that I've been consistently showing up for 18 months. Holy shit, that's a long time, guys. People are watching, but people are sitting back and waiting if you are going to show up and you are going to be consistent in your journey. People are waiting for you to quit. So you need to make sure that you prove them wrong by showing up daily and not giving into those types of things, okay? People are waiting for you to quit. Consistency. Next thing, you need to be in the pictures. Obviously, we all post pictures where we're not in them. I posted one today. It got, very low engagement, very low likes, which is fine. Obviously, I don't take that personally, but know that if you are in the picture, your picture will go farther in that feed. Your picture will stay live longer, right? Pictures of sunsets, pictures of food, those things are all amazing, but those things tell no story about you. People follow you on Instagram to follow your story and to see what you are doing. And if you are in the picture, it's a proven fact that photo will stay live longer, that it'll get more impressions, that it'll get more views, and that it'll get more likes. So I'd say 90-95% of your pictures need to have you in the photo. The next one, taking it seriously. Okay, I kind of already touched on this. Just taking your Instagram and your social media platform seriously. Guys, if I wasn't to do anything else throughout the day, I would make sure that I show up on my Instagram platform. I have never missed a day since the summer before last, when I was hiking up in the Enchantments and I had no service. And that was before you could pre-plan posts. I would have planned the post if I could have, but technology wasn't there yet. Always showing up on your platforms. Guys, if you're posting on Instagram and you're gaining this traction, this is how algorithms work. This is how Instagram works. You're posting. If you stop posting, you're going to start going down and you're going to start losing engagement and losing followers. You don't hit a plateau and wait and then you're like, okay, I'm just not going to post for a couple days and it'll be fine. No, you have to continue to post or else you start going down. The cycle of social media is not linear where you just continue to climb. If you stop posting, you will lose traction and you will have to work back up. So if you take a day off, it is not that one day that you're taking off. You are actually going backwards in your social media platform and your presence on social media. So please remember that when you say, oh, I'm a little stressed out, I don't think that I have time to post, or I don't have anything to post, okay? It's my job to show up on social media. It is my job to show up and post on Instagram daily. I do not have a choice. So after taking it seriously is your bio. So your bio should be something that is inviting to people. I hope your bio shows that you are somebody who, people can connect with, who is there to help other people. I hope there are things on your bio that say, hey, you can connect with me via this link. If you would like to join my community, this is where you can go. Being very intentional about the fact that we are not here for self-promotion. As a coach, I am not here to get Instagram famous so people like my pictures. I am here to serve others. I'm here to help people, build a community, support people, serve others, encourage them, motivate them, create relationships. We're in a relationship business. We're not in a self-promotion, let's get famous so we feel cool on Instagram business, okay? So you need to have something in your bio that says, I would love to connect with you. I would love to be your friend. I would love to serve you. I would love to be here for you. Another part of your bio should be talking about when your next challenge group launches. So in my bio, you go there and it says where you can apply to my fitness group. It says when my fitness group starts. It talks about me and my brand. So it talks about yoga. It talks about fitness. I think it talks about tiny home right now or something like that. It kind of changes. But there should always be something where people can come up and be like, okay, this girl actually cares about me and this girl actually wants to connect with me and form a relationship. So go to your bio, take, a non-biased opinion and just look at it. Say, hey, is this somebody who I would actually want to reach out to? Next thing, profile picture on your bio. It should be professional, it should be crisp, and it should be clear, and there should be nobody in your picture besides you. Unless you are a yogi and can do like a handstand or a really cool yoga pose or something, I would encourage a clear, crisp picture of your face within the circle of Instagram. It's approachable, people can see you, people know who you are because they can see you. If you have an Instagram picture of you like standing way back and you're like this, guys, do you know how small that is on Instagram? Like, you're gonna look like any other person in like any other part of the world. Like, it's not going to like create a relationship. So have your face be as close as possible in that circle so people can see you. Or if you can do a really cool yoga pose or something where you can see, kind of like a reflection or like an outline of like a cool like pose or something, you can totally do that as well. But guys, got to. Let's see. The next thing is, it takes time. Okay, this is one that's kind of hard to swallow. So Instagram takes time. Again, I started out with 680 followers 18 months ago. I've grown it to almost 16,000 followers in a year and a half. It takes time. Those first 6 months were brutal. My first 6 months of coaching, it took me to get to like 1,000 followers, but you create momentum as you go. The last 2 months, I've gotten over 3,000 followers. So as you continue to grow, the growth that you're going to experience will start to compound. It's just like our businesses. It's just like coaching. As you begin to grow your platform, and I know girls like Leanna and Noelle can speak on this, as you begin to grow, your platform starts to compound and you start to gain traction a lot easier. So if you're sitting at 400 followers and you're like, oh, I'm never going to be like that. No, own that as a place where you're like, okay, I need to post more. One post a day isn't going to cut it, because you want to get up to that place where people look at you and they say, okay, that is a professional account. That girl knows what she's doing. That girl has people following her. That girl is, a professional at whatever the hell she does. I'm going to message her and find out what she does. But the growth of your platform and how big your platform is a direct reflection of like how professional people perceive you, right? So if it's not working or you're struggling or you haven't gained followers in a while, again, it's a numbers game. Up your numbers, post more often, post higher quality pictures, include you in the photos more often. A coach that I know of, her goal is 5 to 7 Instagram posts a day. That's so many pictures, but don't get overwhelmed by that. Just know that she had a goal of hitting 10,000 followers and she did. And she hit it in June and I think she's now at like 12,000. But up your numbers. If it's not working or you don't feel like you're finding traction, up your numbers, post more often, but post with quality content, post intentionally, consistently, with hashtags, so you're actually attracting people that you want to attract. Again, so if it's not working, just up your numbers, right? If you're stagnant, if you feel like you don't have anybody to talk about a challenge group with, if you feel like, oh, you know, I don't have anybody to ask into, the coaching opportunity or into a challenge group, or I just keep getting those, or I just keep getting this. That's probably because your platform is pretty small. So I would take it upon yourself and start upping your numbers and upping the content that you post on your platform. So all of a sudden it's going to start exploding. Guys, I have too many people to talk to right now. There are so many people out there that need help, that need, a fitness routine, that need to feel empowered, that need to feel inspired and confident in their journey. And I can't do that alone, but it is insane how many people are out there. You just need to figure out how to attract them to you and not somebody else. But that is 100% up to you, and you have to own that fact. It's an amazing feeling once you get to a point in your journey where you have enough followers to where people come to you. Like, people come to me every single day asking me, can I join your group? Can I be a part of your fitness community? What do you do as a coach? Can I learn more? Guys, they didn't used to come to me like that. That literally started happening like the last 2 months when I hit maybe like 15,000 followers. So it's going to take growth. It's going to take consistent effort every single day, especially on the days that you feel like it's not working, and even more on the days when it is working. You have to consistently show up. So those are basically all the tips that I have. Again, social media is our job. You have to own it. You have to figure out how to speak to your clientele. You have to use your words and not somebody else's. And hopefully these tips were helpful for you guys. Again, it's kind of a little tough love, but it's definitely what's working for me on this Wednesday, and it becomes so much more fun when you can pour from your heart, when you can share things about what you're feeling. Again, my Instagram, my captions, I literally just kind of tell people what I'm feeling that day. I pour from my heart, I am me, and people respond best when I just share what I'm feeling in my heart. So, be you, own you, but also own these tips, because it is what has helped me, and it's helped me grow my platform and build my business. So, hope you guys are all having a great Wednesday, and I'll see you on the sweat sesh tomorrow. Yay!